guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going through a bunch of different rumors and theories about Pokemon Z2A, which was announced yesterday. And a lot of things have been confirmed and a lot of things are still speculation, so I'm going to be going through some of my personal thoughts and what I think are pros and cons about the confirmed as well. If you do enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get straight into it. So here we are on the trailer, and I'm going to be going through the trailer and basically going through the trailer and what I think is going to be happening, and going through some pros and cons about what I think we can be expecting to see. I'm not really going to be playing the trailer. We've already seen the trailer. Everyone's seen the trailer. If you're watching this video, you've seen the trailer. So we're going to be going through different, basically, and be skipping it, and we're going to basically explain my thoughts. So we're going to start off with this sort of screen here. It kind of looks like an old-fashioned letter and someone designing the city, because we all know this is based in Lumio City, and it's kind of, to me, it looks like early stage blueprints. Obviously they're not blue, but they're not going to have blueprints back when the original Legends Arceus game was set. So this is kind of what it looks like to me. So if I'm going to put it on mute just to be on the safe side, but if we play the game, we can kind of see, like, you know, this is them drawing out the city. You know, they got people for reference. Obviously they dress up, you know, they draw a Pikachu now, and then they transitions into this. And now this is where we sit, and it kind of looks a bit like Tron to me personally, but that could just be me kind of referencing something that's not even here. But it also, once again, this looks like modern day blueprints. So basically them creating Lumio City still, because obviously you got the tower over here, and I'm guessing this is some sort of bridge. There you are, there's the bridge. We got some Pokemon down at the bottom, and it kind of just looks like blueprints to the city. So can we expect the game to be based in the past, or the present, or the future? I'm gonna say it's gonna be based, I still don't know, maybe the past, but then we'll come more that into that later. But what do I think? So this is basically what the city's gonna look like, and we know that the game's gonna be set only in the city. But what I'm saying, we'll get more into that later. But the thing I wanted to basically touch upon as the first pro is, where is it? There. We're releasing simultaneously worldwide in 2025. Meaning that we're not going to be getting any Pokemon game this year. I'm going to give that a pro. And the reason I'm going to be giving this as a pro is because it gives Nintendo time to actually focus on the game, and Game Freak time to focus on the game. Because we've kind of been out Pokemon games now for many years. We had, well, Diamond and Pearl remakes, which were, they are okay, average at best. And then obviously Legends Arceus was fantastic. Then we had Scarlet and Violet, which in my opinion weren't good games. I think they've been kind of releasing games willy-nilly now, getting the money in, and I think this is the first time they're actually going to be kind of just focusing on a game, and they're giving themselves a year to do that, which I'm not too mad. If it means that the game's good, I'd rather wait the year and have a good game. That is just my personal opinion. And I think that the fact we got this, which kind of looks like a letter to me as well, because, like, you know, maybe that could be some sort of like stamp, or maybe that's the stamp. And then, like, this is the address. Well, actually, well, it'd be a letter, but it says Urban Development Plan, Lumio City. So this is maybe a letter that contains it contains the plans to the city. And if we go all the way back to the start, then it actually says again. It doesn't actually say to us what the city is. Obviously, it reveals later on in the program, or in the episode, in the trailer itself. But I am quite happy that they're taking a while making this game. I'm not too mad at it. Moving on over to Twitter now, and we're going to be staying with Central League for quite a lot in this video. So the whole of Pokemon Legends Z2A takes place in Lumio City. This could be Game Freak's attempt of a GTA/Cyberpunk meets Pokemon, set entirely within a mega city with suburban areas, parks, lakes, etc. Especially as they mention it's their most ambitious game yet. A single big city is more than enough for the game. So obviously with Legends Arceus we had the whole of the Sinnoh region. This time we're not actually getting any other parts of Kalos, and I'm going to be giving a con for this one, because, hear me out, there's so much to X and Y which have been unexplained. You've got the Pokemon War, which was unexplained, and also you've got the power plant, which we never got to go into, which they'll both take place outside of Lumio City, obviously. I mean, Christ, the Pokemon War was supposedly meant to be taking place in a new region. Because obviously that was a completely different thing though. But mainly the power plant, to be honest with you, was such a big thing for Pokemon Z, and they're not going to be exploring it, especially if the game, you know, if we're only staying in Lumio City. So I'm going to give that con. So it's 1-1 at the moment. And this isn't speculation, it's confirmed. Central Leaks has said it's confirmed, it's entirely within the city. I wonder if we're going to be able to go into any buildings. But like, if he says it's more than enough to get into the game, then happy. But at the same time, I think they're going to be missing out on a lot of potential material, especially with that power plant, because there was such a mystery around it that we could be missing out on a lot of content. However, we still got, for example, the Ghost Girl, which was in Pokemon X and Y, and I believe in Lumiose City, and they might be able to make like a sneaky little reference, or maybe give that one a little bit more backstory, who knows. But I'm going to be giving this one a con. I still think it could be great. I'm just a bit disappointed in the fact we're not going to be getting the power plant, or maybe a little bit more of the lore taken outside of Lumiose City. Going back to the fact we've got to wait a while, we've got our old leaker says that they don't plan to reveal much about information about this game, so be prepared for the longest wait we've ever had in the Pokemon game, Modern Ages. And obviously this other tweet confirms that. So this is the first time in Pokemon history with no new main game series in 2 consecutive years. 2023, obviously we got DLCs, and 2024, I'm not sure we're going to be getting at all. At least in 2023 we had DLCs. I don't know what we're going to be getting in 2024. Hopefully we get something just to kind of keep the fans on their toes, excited about Pokemon, because we don't want to be losing interest in the game before the game even comes out. That's the last thing we want. So we're going to still need some content, which we'll hopefully be getting. Surely, like, we all know Pokemon aren't, at the moment, the smartest company. They've kind of been like just releasing games willy-nilly. They surely know that they need some content to keep the fans engaged. But going back to this tweet, Shane X has, as a history buff, I already know that how this is going to work. This Pokemon Legends ZA game is going to be built off the idea of George Eugene Haussmann, who under Napoleon demolished the medieval designs and redesigned the layout of Paris. Told me today, so I don't know what he's trying to say there. But basically, it's just a big city. Some people are saying it will be worth the wait. Little to no information this year makes me think that 2025 isn't early 2025 but mid to late, which is even better. I disagree with this tweet saying that. I think that may be too late then. I think if they wait, I think early 2025 will be the best time for the game, because it keeps people interested still. It keeps, if it's January, for obviously we had Legends Arceus released early in January 2025. If they keep it to that sort of time, then I think it will be a lot better, because it's still, we're still talking 11 months away. Plenty of time to work on the game, whilst at the same time keeping fans interested. Because if we're talking latter stages, then I'm going to be bored. Like, with no Pokemon content for 2 years, this channel's going to die, man. So hopefully it's not that late. Moving on now, we've got, once again, Central Leaks, and the official Japanese account confirms that Lumiose we see on the trailer is different from the previous games of X and Y, kind of meaning that we are not in the timeline of X and Y, and the fact that it's bigger kind of gives me the impact that maybe we are talking in the future. We don't know if the game is set past or present, but we know it from the city scene in the trailer, it's not X and Y. So it kind of gives me the impression that we're going to be based in the future. But they have said our prediction is the future due to the gameplay, but they need to have a big mega city to fit the whole game in there, though there could be time travel elements. If it's going to be a Legends game, surely they're going to have time travel elements. Like, you can't have a Legends of the future, you could have a Legend of the present, but it doesn't really work as much. If it's a Legend of the future, it's more of a prophecy. So I would probably say that there's going to be definitely some sort of time travel elements. I think that's the only way it kind of makes sense, especially with space in the future. If it's based in the past, I think it's going to be based in the future, and I'll get into that in a second why. But what do you guys think? Let me know. Moving on over to our last, and this is the last bit of the video. This is the Serebii website, and this is basically where all of the information is going to be stored about Pokemon Z to A. And my theory about the game is the fact that we're going to be based in the future. And I think the fact that we're going to be based in the future kind of gives us the opportunity to almost time travel to the past. And I think the fact that the game is called Z to A kind of hints at that, maybe. This is a long shot, it's going to hint at that. It's going to hint at the fact that we're going back, because obviously we all know A to Z, kind of informing the fact that we're going in chronological order, because obviously A, B, C, D to Z. Z to A is backwards, so maybe we're going to be traveling backwards in time to what we think the game is going to be. This isn't my personal theory. My brother told me about this one. This is his theory, so shout out to him. I think it's a very solid theory, and I am very intrigued on how these games are going to go. Let me know what you think as well in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye.